Alright, bitch. Goddamn, I was on one, huh? We're fucking, we about to kick it off in your asshole like this, nigga. For all you motherfucking wusters and hussies and riders, nigga. We about to bang like this for that ass on radio station KHOP. The Jam, nigga. Dollars, Drake, and Dank, huh?
Cat. Battle Cat, why don't you bring the funk back?
It goes down like this. One shot so I can't miss. Known to put them all in a twist. Top CG, top back shot hidden C. Bank shot top of the key. Hit you in the gut with this here. No, you can't touch this here. Come run with one young musketeer and smoke one for the broke one. Blow one for the pole one. Grab your cups, pour the potion. And from the get-go, my shit flow like the Bombay tweed with a Cisco. And at the disco, I want you moving in your trucks. Sliding in your gators, high heels and pumps. Enemies and haters, shake the beams and the pistol with it. But go and grab a sticky green with the crystals in it. Do your thizzle with it just how you want to. Everybody home to and can't no nigga do it like this nigga do.
I love my cheese and my cheddar. I love my drink, but on the rocks is better.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't love no hoe.
They be full of drama.
I love my marijuana.
It go red light, flashlight, hit the black light. Only keep the stack tight, get your hack right. Whether in your 750s, riders or your lack, slowing down for train tracks, put it back on the map. In the long time coming, in the cut, long time gunning. He keep humming, pass it to the point guard rookie. Out to stash chips, flash cookies, then mash to the backyard boogie. Spinning hands on my loved one, give a dose back. With the haterism, hold that. Then find me in the back where they flows at. Off the yak in the Prozac, where the homies in the hoes at.
I love my cheese and my cheddar. I love my drink, but on the rocks is better.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't love no hoe.
They be full of drama.
I love my marijuana.
But alright, yeah. Whoa. Just another worldwide bitch, yo, child. Whoa. Life consists of only money, each other, hoes, weed, preservation, prostitution. Alright.
Now go and give a 2 thumbs up for this little one cunt young runt. And give me 2 more for the funk. Banging the trunk out the window halfway. Roll 'em up, hot box, roaches in the ashtray. Head steady nodding, feeling those screws steady bobbing. Mouth full of cotton, so go and bend a corner with me. We can ride to the stove. The young bandit, if you ain't know, I've been young super nigga. Even before you scooped the nigga. Way back had the haystack, kinda had her pockets full of loot. Funk with the dish, work in the hoop. Heater in the bliss, and I used to hold the sack. Till a nigga got rich like quarterbacks. Now I throw the sack, it's either that or blow the sack. Still keep it talking in the cul-de-sac, making transactions, huh?
I love my cheese and my cheddar. I love my drink, but on the rocks is better.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't love no hoe.
They be full of drama.
I love my marijuana. I love my cheese and my cheddar. I love my drink, but on the rocks is better.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't love no hoe.
They be full of drama.
I love my marijuana.
You ain't supposed to say those things on the radio show, child.
Yeah, that's what happened when you sleep. The weekend,
Yeah,
man.
you're wrong.
Technically Sunday, man. Oh yeah, I feel that, man. I didn't plan this shit. I'm just trying to. I was just seeing the people was up, and I was asleep. You know, it's the weekend. Yeah, I was asleep. So I came up, seeing if anybody was up. Oh, there's just a lot of love connections out there, man. Everybody doing that single shit, man. It's interesting. It's just interesting to see people really utilizing YouTube and using it for their own, things. People got their businesses going and they got they love connections and shit going. There's a lot of channels there that got a lot of singles can meet and shit. I just thought that was interesting because I remember somebody told me long ago that's what YouTube was meant for dating or whatever. And I'm an advocate of internet dating, not that sloppy, fucked up, toxic shit, but definitely somebody that you can make a connection with, and that's cool. It don't have a lot of bunch of issues and shit in their life going. I definitely think that's cool. There's a lot of stuff going on YouTube. Still a lot of fuckery. What they call it, fuckery, buffoonery. But I think it's cool, man, to see um, people enjoying other people and shit, man. I think that's what it was social media in general was meant for. I think it was meant for people to enjoy each other and have some fun, man. I think that a lot of people are stressed out, man. They're stressing themselves out. A lot of people got stressed lives and they come on YouTube, to blow some steam and shit. And then, you know, up the block along the lines, people, they start getting jaded, they start having some mixed feelings and shit, when they relationships go wrong on here. And I think that it's it's part of life. Like I ain't gonna tell people how they should feel, because it's men and women alike, that have their own feelings and their own uh, perception of relationships and shit like that. And I think relationships should have a balance in them. I think the man and the woman should be putting in a certain amount in a relationship. Relationships ain't gonna be easy. Now, I know this the fucking era, and a lot of people are fucking women and men. Everybody getting they fuck on. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I think when people get mixed feelings and it's supposed to be a relationship where you just fucking, but then it turns into, or it's just supposed to be a sex ordeal, right? It's just you strictly sex, and then feelings develop. And I think that's where the problem lies. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of us have this problem too. I think mixed signals is what fucks a lot of these relationships and shit up. So I honestly think that be straightforward when you have them, or when you meet a person, and when you are planning out what type of relationship it is, because some people they can turn crazy on the shit. They really can. And I think that it's in the best for the woman and man to disclose what type of relationship this is. is it a relationship or is we just fucking? You know, relationships take a lot of work, and I want people to know that a lot of people these days don't want to be in relationships because they feel like it's maybe overrated too, and maybe feel like a relationship maybe don't add too much to their lives, whether it's a woman or a man. And then the amount of, fucking people are doing these days, I think that it just makes a relationship just seems kind of obsolete. Like, what would be the point of a relationship, right? And I think we should be promoting that because I think we should be promoting healthy relationships, at least for the future, right? The kids, and I think they would want to see something like that, right? Grown ups, interacting with each other and um, treating each other like they're supposed to be treated. I think they would like to see that, but I think that the way it's going and the way, just the modern day dynamics of dating, like it's like, nah, like you just wanna beat something up, and that's like so. Um, but I don't think that we should, as grown people, be opposed to relationships. I think relationships can be beneficial. I think it just depends on the type of person that you get. I think that you got to make sure that you get the right mate. Hold on. The right mate matters. Like melanated lives matter. The right mate matters. And I think that you got to understand that when you pick that mate, you got to make sure that that mate matches what you want. You know what I mean? Some of us don't want annoying people. Some women may want, well, a lot of women, especially when you on YouTube, you hear the complaints, you hear the cries, you hear the anger that a lot of women want. Uh, Money, the bag. You have a lot of money. You have a lot of money, and some men, might want companionship. Um, just maybe somebody in their life, maybe, you know. I know for me, I think along the lines of just annoyance. As long as you're not annoying the shit out of me and shit like that, I think that's what gets me. Like, as long as you're not annoying the shit out of me, just doing shit that annoys the shit out of me. Everybody got their little pet peeves in the world of dating, and that shit just hit my mind, man. I started thinking about it. I started watching, or a lot of channels, I should say, turned into, dating for single people and shit like that. Man, when did you start doing that? And it's pretty cool because you like when you watch it, a lot of these channels that have like that offer like the dating shit, you can hear people like naming off the things, the shit that they like and the shit that they don't like. And I think that's cool. I think that's a way you can filter out a lot of people. And I think that you can actually select the mate that you might want, the person that you might want, whether you want a relationship or maybe you dating for marriage, whichever one. But there's something for everybody. There's someone for everybody. There's all kinds of different things for everybody. I don't think that. And when people say that they might not want a relationship or some shit like that, but they've been single for so long, because I was saying that shit. And then when you finally find somebody, like you get excited about that shit. You're like, damn. Now I finally realized that a relationship could be good. It just depends on how you look at it. But I think that's cool. I think that's genius. I think a lot of people could start filtering out what they want. They want old, they want young. I think it's cool. We seen what toxic relationships look like. We don't want that shit. You should be denouncing that. You don't want that. You want a healthy relationship. You want healthy sex. You should want healthy sex. Everybody should want that. Right? Just gotta find the right person. The right one that you're giving it to. That's a man or woman though. Because we all make that mistakes in that department. And we might fuck around and fuck around with the wrong woman and might have some babies and you don't know who she is. And then the woman might get pregnant by that man. Then he changes. That's just so I heard. You just gotta be careful on who you messing with out here. But I definitely encourage the dating. I definitely encourage the internet dating too. Cause I mean it's like the new wave now, you know, it's like the new thing now. It's like everything is done like on the internet. Everything is so technology based. It's like dating is pretty much that. You know what I mean? People ain't really going out these days. That's like a rare thing to meet. It's like now you can just, you know, type up specifically all the specifics and shit of what you want. And I think that's cool. You know what I mean? And I think in the next 10 to 15 years, I think that dating is going to be solely internet. I don't think it's going to be you meet people in person anymore. You're not doing blind dates anymore. You're not going to be doing that. I think people are going to just be solely, entirely on the internet. Pretty much. I think people are going to date on the internet. This is very random, so I know people are asleep. And I was asleep for a while, but I wanted to say some things, you know? But I do wish people the best, though, in their dating life. I do. Because everybody deserves to be happy, you know? I don't think nobody should be sad. But dating is complicated. You got to deal with that person's everything, man or woman. You got to deal with that person's everything, right? There's certain temperaments, their quirks, what makes them mad, what makes them happy, all of those things. All of those things. So you really have to pay attention when you're in a relationship with your mate. That's why I said it takes work. It takes a lot of work. But I see a lot of people flourishing on here. I see a lot of people, you know, dating around on here and shit. And to me, virtual reality is a virtual reality, but it's no different than real life though, because a lot of people like you might think or say is hoes or think that they, they're this and that, they nasty and this and that. But I'm like, the same people that are, sleeping with people like virtually and hooking up with people virtually, these are the same people that are doing this shit in real life too. So that's why I never was like, damn, that's a whole shit, a whore. Why would you think like that when in real life, don't you encounter people like that? I mean, what's the difference doing it? You do it in real life. That's what I never understood. And yeah, your reputation can be played out virtually, but your reputation can be played out in reality. It could be played out in real life. I mean, you could get clowned in your neighborhood, all that shit. So I never understood the the shaming tactics and shit on here, like you're a simp for showing interest in women, and I think a lot of that just comes to uh, a lot of dudes may be afraid to express how they feel about said woman. Like they might find a pretty woman on here, but they'll be mad. And I'm just spitballing. Maybe they'll be mad at the next man for talking to her. They'll maybe feel like, whoa, well, why is she talking to you? You a simp. Like, I never understood that simp shit. I never understood that. And then, of course, they'll say you're a simp for speaking good on women and shit like that, especially a melanated woman. Look, all melanated women aren't bad, and there's bad women in all nations and shit. So speaking good on a melanated woman here and there, like there's nothing simple about that. There's nothing weak about that shit. I wish motherfuckers would stop saying that shit. It's annoying. It's weird. And then you got broads on here that call other women pygmies. You get called pygmies. Like you women get called pygmies because you want to be picked. I need some sound effects. Give me some sound effects. I need the bomb. So you got women that shame other women into wanting to be picked by a man. That's called a pick me on YouTube or virtual social media, right? That would be a pick me. And the thing that I just never understood is like, don't everybody want to be picked? Don't men and women want to be picked? Or you just want to be by yourself? I never understood that. That shit made absolutely no sense to me. When I first heard that shit, pick me, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, why the fuck do we make so many like little terms and like little shit, little words, like these little wordplay, little whatever the fuck y'all create? Pick me, simp. Why are we the only group of people that do that stupid shit? Like we the only you don't hear Hispanics saying, man, you a simp because you take care of your kids or all this shit. Like, man, that's the stupidest shit I ever heard. And Bitch, who don't want to be picked? And I think, and this is another thing. I think that the way a lot of these pussy ass dudes shame men into, maybe expressing interest or feelings with these women, these dudes that are calling these dudes simps. I think it's vice versa with women. That's hard right there, like that. When they calling another woman a pick me, and you said, "Oh, she's a pick me." Really? She's a pick me because she wants to be picked by a man. Now, if you're talking about the guy that threw up on himself, keep waving around his weak ass, bitch ass pistol, got arrested, was eating some nasty box that had Denny's flavor on it, then yeah, I can see a cause for concern. Oh shit. Hold on. Denny's flavor. Mustard. The Denny's kind. Hold on. Oh shit, hold on. I get my composure back. These old motherfuckers think they sex symbols and shit. Oh shit. Man. So if you fighting for a J cat like that, bitch, you got many problems, bitch. You got different problems, man. You got some different problems, man. Like your problem, you need to get some mental help if you fighting over a motherfucker like that. That's where the whole pick me shit. I'm like, but if a bitch see a dude or see a dude that they interested in, he sounds cool to her. Motherfucker know how to talk. You know what I mean? He's not throwing up on himself and shit, eating nasty mustard box. What's the problem? Like even as a man, just looking from the outside in, to me, wouldn't y'all approve of shit like that? Like this is an established dude. Why wouldn't you want her to be picked? Or why would you be hating because he wants to pick her and now she's a pick me? But deep down inside, maybe this bitch just mad because you're not being picked. No, no, no. You're not being picked. Mm-mm. See, nobody's gonna pick your mean, psychotic ass. You're gonna pick the woman that makes sense, logical sense. The woman that's nice. You don't want that mustard. And to me, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be picked, whether you're a man or a woman. I just think that is how you go about it. You don't want no broad to be stepping all over you. And if you're a woman, I'm sure you wouldn't want a man stepping all on you and just walking all over you. Shoe prints all in the face. You don't want that. So I never understood that shit though, man. Like these terms like that we create to shame each other into dating, it's like that shit's crazy, man. We be the first people that tell each other, "Oh, don't date that motherfucker, don't date him." Or you tell her, "Don't date him." You tell him, "Don't date her." And then meanwhile, you just got so many dysfunctional old motherfuckers telling other melanated folks who the fuck they can date and not date. It doesn't make any sense. It just really doesn't make any sense. I mean, we got to be like the only group that makes dating impossible. Like we got to be the only group that makes dating possible. Like we're the only group that shames each other every day. Oh, you dating her? Oh, you dating a woman? She has a vagina. That's that's us. That's the black community, man. Dysfunctional as fuck. Versus these women, these seminars, these workshops, these pills, these pussy ass dudes, manosphere, a bunch of gay ass dudes, licks each other's ass and shit. Tell them motherfuckers, yeah, man, you gotta. Well, now they're saying you gotta travel. Shit, you gotta travel to get your pussy now. You have to travel with some motherfucking pussy. Bitch, you gotta go around the world to get pussy now. It's it's disturbing, man, to see that shit. I don't know what the fuck is going on with our community, man. Like we should be encouraging our brothers and sisters to talk to one another, man, and not be afraid and not degrade one another. And I agree. I agree with that shit. And it's something we all could work on, even myself. I could, I done had conversations with people, and I definitely had to work on my perception of how I view women, how I used to view them, how I view them now, but more importantly, how I want to view them. Something I need to work on. Never. That's like a constant. That's like a constant thing, because you don't never fully have it. You don't never fully have it, so you definitely have to work on it. And I say go for it, man. I say if you find somebody that treats you right, makes you feel good in all kinds of ways, spiritually, mentally, physically, all that, go for it. It's for everybody. And it shouldn't matter the nation. It shouldn't matter what, the color. And I'm speaking from the standpoint of, brothers that might date outside or sisters that might date outside, and you could do so. I don't have no problem with that. That's who you dating. That's not who I'm dating. That's not where my problem lies. My problem lies with the disrespect. When we get disrespected, at the same time, you dating who you dating. Like you dating your Chad and Nicholas, Matthew. We shouldn't even be in your brain if you dating out. That's my only problem, because I don't believe in the the degradement of women or men when you date out. I think that shit's just, it's petty, it's childish. But I do think everybody has a right to feel how they want to feel. Like some dudes are bitter when a sister dates out, And some sisters are mad when a brother dates out. And a lot of us say that, oh, it doesn't make me angry, it doesn't make me mad, just stop mentioning us. But even some brothers and sisters that aren't even talking about the opposite sex, people still get mad. Like people are still get mad, like, oh shit, you dating that white broad, or she dating, Master or some shit. And y'all, you still want to be mad because she ain't even saying anything. You know what I mean? Like I never heard, and I could be mistaken. Yeah, anybody, you know what I mean? If you heard anything, you can let me know. But I never heard Serena Williams say anything bad about brother. That's just me. I never heard that. I could be mistaken, or maybe it's something that I heard, but just completely was like, shit. She ain't really talking about nothing. But I can't recall Serena saying anything bad about brothers like y'all motherfuckers piece of shit. And I know the whole gripe with the whole Serena thing is that a lot of people feel like she not the brothers wasn't committing to her. They wasn't marrying her. Listen, you gotta understand that marriage isn't for everybody. Not everybody wanna get married. Not everybody wants to get married, man. Marriage is not for everybody, man. But I really think that relationships can benefit those that are mentally prepared for it, right? That's mentally stable for it. I never had a problem with Serena dating or a Caucasian. I never had a problem with that because, like I said, I never heard her say anything bad about brothers, and I think that that's cool. You know what I mean? As long as you're not speaking down on your own people, because that definitely showcase the self hate. I don't have a problem. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? But I think deep down inside, a lot of brothers are attracted to sisters. And I think deep down inside, a lot of sisters are attracted to brothers. I just think we got too much toxic horse shit. Too much horse shit that gets in the way, and it starts making our, oh yeah, it starts making our relationships toxic. So we start having these toxic ass relationships, toxic ass, friendships and shit, man. A lot of us don't know how to be friends. A lot of us don't know what being a friend details. It's so much more to a friend than just, you talking to them and shit. And it's like, man, all kinds of relationships across the board, they're gonna take work. None of them are gonna be quick, easy, none of that shit. So I wish a lot of us would stop thinking like that. Yeah, they're not supposed to be difficult. They're supposed to be easy, right? I mean, they're supposed to be simple. I wouldn't say easy. I mean, I think simple would be different from easy, right? It's supposed to be manageable. It's supposed to be more good than bad, right? If you had a fucked up toxic relationship like the DJ Mustard lady and uh, the whack dude with the fake ass guns and shit, um, that to me is what toxic is. That's toxicity at its the highest point, you know. Like you can't get no worse than that. That's a relationship that you should keep in your brain as the template of a relationship not to be in, right? And follow a relationship that you can be in, that or model yourself after relationships that are healthy, because you want to be in a relationship that's mentally healthy, spiritually healthy. You don't want to be in something that you're constantly stuck struggling, morale, all that shit. Like you don't want that shit. You really don't want that shit. So I honestly think that relationships is good for our people. We need them because we don't have them often. And when we do have them often, it's usually like just strictly just fucking. And if you can handle that, it's cool. There's nothing wrong with that shit, man. Like you can do that. It's a tailor-made relationship for everyone. Everyone has their relationship that works for them. Dating preference, all that shit. All I say is, all I ask is, it's just don't degrade your people when you enter in these different uh non-black relationships, man. That's all I'm asking. I think we all should ask that because if we all did that, it wouldn't be anything anybody could cry about. And if you can't cry about shit, then there ain't gonna be any problems because a lot of problems you see on YouTube is that it's just lack of respect. It's so much self hatred, and then it's a lack of respect for the other gender. You know, the men, the women, and the women and the man. They just so much disrespect. Like we all come from each other. The woman and the man, we all come from each other, right? It should always be a level of respect for one another, even if you are with a white woman, and even if she is with a white man, it should always be a level of respect. You know, my bad, y'all, my bad. I had to use the bathroom, man. What's going on with y'all, man? Cat, what's going on, bro? RE, Peace, Frank, what's going on, man? Hope everybody is well, man. I'm just talking about relationships and how relationships are developing and forming on YouTube. And I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I think that that's the way the world is forming. I believe that's where we're headed. And I believe we're heading into the world of internet dating, online dating, all that shit. And I think we should get used to it. A lot of people are saying that you need to find like go back to the normal way of dating, but we're not in the normal way of dating era anymore. You know, we're in the era of virtual dating, whatever you want to call it. Hold on, Michael. Yeah, my bad. But yeah, I think we should start. Yeah, man. I think internet dating is cool, man. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I just think when you belittle or discourage, you know, brothers or sisters from dating on the internet, and you got to come up with a lot of these little names and shit like simp and pick me and all that shit. I think that's what fucks the shit up. I think that's what makes it bad. You know what I mean? Like, let people do what they want to do, man. People are gonna enjoy themselves. People are they're gonna have fun. They're gonna get flew out and all that shit, man. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you guys are safe, both genders are safe. I'm too old for this internet stuff. Nah, I don't think you're too old for that, man. I think you good, man. There's no age limit. There's no age limit, man. You might not. You can I say? You don't know, man. Your lover could be on a channel that you visit often, that you constantly visiting, consistently visiting. That might be your wife. You know, you never know. You never know. So there's no age limit on this. It just depends on like what I was saying earlier. What's your intentions? Right. Is it strictly just cardinal sex? You know what I mean? Or is it dating? Which one is it? But I think you should I think everybody should give it a shot. Definitely. I think everybody should give it a shot. Try it out. Know exactly what you're looking for and type that up and filter out your dates. Because a lot of people find in love on that shit, man. A lot of people find in love virtually now. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, no, I hear you. That's your walk, yeah. Yeah, I definitely, I would never force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. I can never do that. You gotta do what's comfortable to you. Comfortability matters. So a lot of people might feel like they unsafe on here, or they don't want to meet up with people because they don't know people. That's cool. I respect that. But don't let bitter people and people that don't know how to choose correctly be the outcome of you not wanting to date or find anyone. Because some people use other people's relationships and like, oh no, I ain't gonna do that shit. Like, no, you can have a healthy relationship on here. or find somebody on here and have a healthy relationship off of this shit. It's possible. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. You can have a healthy relationship on here. You just gotta choose the correct one. And a lot of dudes and a lot of women, they're not choosing the right mate for them. And that's their problem. I choose correctly all the time, and I enjoy my relationships that I'm in because I choose correctly. It's kind of like having a list, but not having a list. You know, just having some standards, and everybody can have their standards. You know, I know some sisters they don't like dusties, so you gotta have a big bank. You gotta have a lot of money. You know, some dudes don't like women with kids. It's fine. Everybody have their own standards. That's true too. That's true too, man. A lot of these dudes, they don't know how to act, man. They fucking act like jackasses. They act like jackasses. Little pieces of shit. But shit, it's a lot of women that don't know how to act on here too. I done seen women call dudes simp, and I'm like, oh shit. Uh-oh. Damn. If he a simp, damn, what am I then? Shit. So yeah, look, Frank, look, brother. You people are gonna make you out to be anything on here, and you just gotta say fuck them. At some point, you just gotta say fuck them and go on with your life. And if you see something that sparks your interest, do what you gotta do. Don't let some bitter person know turn you off or turn you away from something that you might be interested in. You know, and that's vice versa with women too. A lot of these people are bitter, they're hateful, they're miserable, and like we saw with the lady with the mustard cooch, lonely. A lot of people are lonely. You just don't want your loneliness to turn into desperateness, and you be desperate. Because when you become desperate, you start, you know, doing other shit. Oh, okay, yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, you're on a quest for something. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Well, yeah, you got a different path, my brother, that you're taking. So, yeah, you good, man. Love is gonna find you, you know, or whatever you're looking for. It's gonna find you. It eventually does, you know. And it might not be a full blown relationship, but you're gonna find somebody. Everybody's gonna find somebody. You know, anybody that's listening to this shit, you're gonna find somebody that fits your needs and fits everything that you want in a man or a woman. Hmm. You're gonna find it. It just takes time. It just takes a lot of patience. I encourage it. I encourage the internet dating. I encourage all forms of dating, real life, all that shit. I don't think that I think that we hype ourselves up or psych ourselves out too much when it comes to dating, that a lot of us don't want to approach each other, be around each other. You could go to a bar right now and see a chocolate, beautiful, complected, sister, thick as shit, but you'll be scared to talk to her because of the circumstances and the Me Too movement and just all this dumb shit that you see on the internet. It turns you off into doing that in real life. So then now you see a lot of people go on a virtual online thing because now you can filter out shit and say, hey, I want this type of woman and this and that. But we should be encouraging that. We should be encouraging the people to meet normal people, mentally sane people, people that don't have records, people that haven't killed anybody. Shit like that. It's more than just, fucking. It's more than just uh dating. Date somebody that's mentally stable, that honestly cares about your well being and honestly cares about you as a person, cares about your health. That's the type of person you should be dating or looking for. Real shit. That's the type of person I want. I don't want a woman that's crazy and uh oh baby, I'm sick. Woo woo woo. She like, oh, you a man, get the fuck over it. Woo woo blah blah blah. God damn. You a man, get the fuck over it. Like, god damn. What kind of woman did I get? And I'm not saying I had a woman like that. I'm throwing an example, out there. Get somebody that treats you well. You know, sometimes, we fuck up. Sometimes you don't treat your woman how she's supposed to be treated all the time. And sometimes women don't cherish good guys, thinking that grass is greener. And a lot of people end up with being with worse people, being with people that are horrible, more horrible than the last mate that they had, or they end up being by themselves because you fucked up in a lot of your relationships. Taking accountability and communication is where it starts. That's good, Frank. Oh, that's good, man. That's real good. Yeah, 44 years, man. That's good, man. Equally yoked, yes. Equally yoked, man. And I'm telling you, that plays a key factor too, because if people have similar means and similar resources, then there'll never be, oh, you're using me, I'm using you. It wouldn't be any of that because we're both providing for each other in our union for us to get better. So we both grow and we both get better as people and as a couple. The grass may be greener, but that don't mean they motivate that grass, right? No, that's true. That's true. I mean, I'm saying from what I saw with other relationships, with different people, that they may have thought that they had a better person, and then that person turned out to be an evil fuck, an evil devil fuck. And I'm thinking to myself, so you broke up with this person to get with that person, and that person is evil as shit. You fucked up. I don't know if it was lust or what, but you fucked up. So yeah, don't let a good thing go, ladies, fellas. Might be hard to get that shit back. Shit, you might not even get it back. That's a problem. Yes. They can't take care of their lawn and their lawn goes to shit. Yeah. Oh shit. And some people get way more emotionally invested than the person that they're dating too, so that becomes a problem too sometimes. So you got to make sure that that person feels the same as you before you try, getting with them and all that. Make sure that they're into you like you into them. That's where that mixed feelings shit come in. Everybody got mixed feelings. Well, I care about you, but like a brother. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. But there's love out there, man. And they got the Christian mingle shit now, and for anybody, man, whether what faith you are, if you don't believe in shit, they got sites like that for, shit. They got sites for the Amish. The Amish are dating. Something out there for everybody. So you must not discourage yourself on your dating journey. There's a woman or a man out there for you. I like you, but I don't like you. No, it's me, baby. It's me. There's just something wrong with me, baby. Yeah, I think a lot of us can flourish. I think a lot of us can flourish. And I'm speaking for us, in this community, because we have so much dysfunction in our community. We may have the right, we're producing the right amount of babies and all that, but we're missing the mental and the spiritual connection, and that's where our problem lies at. And I think that's something we need to work on, you know. And just keep in mind, you could date a person for whatever type of, like I said earlier in the stream, for whatever type of relationship you want. If you want to just fuck, you can fuck. But understand there's things that come with that. If you have children and you don't know that person, what now? What happens now? Now, did you mate with the right woman that's going to be the correct mother for your children? Did you breed with the right guy that's going to be the right father for your child? If you date for a relationship, you should take a good, ample amount of time to know that person. It's a fact. That's real shit. You should give yourself a long time on who you're dating to know who you're actually about to lay down with and share your life with. Give yourself time, you know? And like I said, this is anybody's preference. Everybody got their own shit, man. Some people, um, just a good pounding, and that woman or that man, or they're good to go. There are women out there that do want to just have sex. It doesn't make them a hoe. It just means maybe throughout the week they've been working, they've been working real hard, and maybe they just want to fuck, and that's strictly it. And that's some women too, because men, excuse me, they're down to have sex. No question in that, none. And there's nothing wrong with that because we're human. I know the good book, it says, one thing, but we're human. We have urges. Men and women have needs. And the only thing that I could say is fuck, protect yourself. Make sure you guys have rubbers, magnums handy and available. That's all I can say. I mean, we're not going to stop anybody from fucking. People are fucking. I mean, the planet is overpopulated for a reason. The plan, the planet is overpopulated for a reason. We don't have trillions and millions and billions of people on this planet because just for any reason. No, so these motherfuckers are fucking. Shit feels good. It's incredible. Just make sure you're protecting your shit. Women, you protecting your shit. You guys are getting tested, and you making sure you clean. Do it safely. That's all. That's all. I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm not in your business. Exactly, brother Frank. Exactly. Thou not judge. I believe I'm saying it right. But no, it's not in my power to judge anybody, man. And if it is solely just sex, there's nothing wrong with that, man. That shit. That's part of our biological makeup. It's in our body to want to reproduce. Do you know how much sperm that men are producing throughout the day, throughout their life? Men were created to do that, to produce kids or produce sperm that produces kids. That's what you're engineered for. So I don't know why we're always trying to fight against biology and fight against human urges and shit. You're supposed to do that shit. That's what the fuck a lot of your man parts is there for. That's what your lady parts are there for. Just make sure that you're doing it with the right person, and make sure that you're well aware of who you're fucking. That's my whole thing. That's my whole take. Just know exactly who you're laying down with, so you won't get any surprises. That's my whole thing. That's my take on that. But I think when people are honest with themselves, you'll see a lot of great relationships. You'll see a lot of great happy people because everybody's getting sex. Everybody's doing what they got to do, get them urges and shit. You'll see a lot more happy people. But instead, what you see is a lot of bitter people who probably haven't had sex in a long time, who is telling other people, "Oh, I'm this and that. You're nasty for doing that." But how the fuck are you nasty for doing the humanly thing that you were designed to do? That's my whole thing. I'm not approaching sex in a loose manner. Like I said, if you're an adult man, you're an adult woman, you should be able to do that. You should be able to fuck. Protect yourself while you're doing it. And, whatever happens, happens. If you want to have a relationship with that, that's cool. But most of the time, it's always feelings that get involved too when sex is involved, unfortunately. So when you introduce sex, it's going to be some feelings involved. Definitely, whether it's the man or the woman. Nah, you good, bro. You good, bro. Nah, man, get your laugh on, man. Yeah, nah, you good, man. Yeah, we talking, man. I wanted to get that off, man. I definitely like um, dating. Um, what do you call that? Um, the dating shows that's on YouTube, I guess. I don't know how to say it. But there's a couple of YouTubers on here that have little dating shows, and they're cool. I like them. Because, I mean, we got so much dysfunction in this community, man. I think that with the shows, now you can ask questions. Because a lot of us don't ask questions in real life, like, what's your sign? How many kids do you have? That's why I love the dating shows. I love these dating shows. They're good. I would say some of these YouTubers' names, but I don't know. I kind of don't really want to promote them because some of them are crazy as fuck. But the whole dating show thing is brilliant. It's nothing less than brilliant because now you can see the full capabilities of what online dating can bring. Ooh, I like that. So now instead of just listening to me, now you can see that and you can pick exactly who you want. You can get that shit off. You can say, hey, you can ask these people anything you like. Well, how many kids you got? What's your zodiac? Do you what, what kind of quirks do you have? What's your pet peeves? Do you like when the person floss in the bed or not floss in the bed? Shit like that. How would you feel if I just farted right now in the bed? Or how do you, excuse me, how do you feel about the man farting in the bed? Now, tell me, can you do that shit in real life? I'll wait. I'm gonna sit here and wait. I'm gonna have the Jeopardy theme, the theme song and shit, the little timer and shit. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna have that. Now ask yourself this: can you go to church, the bar, and just you're talking to a lady, and you're talking to her, and you're getting to know her. You can't just ask her, "Hey, how do you feel about a man farting in the bed?" And a wet fart or some shit. But on YouTube, you can get that shit off. You can get that shit off. You should hear some of these questions that people are asking each other. And I like it because these people are really getting to know some of these people. And another thing that I like about online dating, especially with the YouTube thing, you can see how a lot of these people act. So if you see the woman as a fucking nutcase, she's fucking crazy, nuts, insane, it's a sure shot that I'm not talking to this fucking broad. Very, very, very. probable I'm not talking to her or I want anything to do with her. And I'm just saying, from a standpoint, if you find somebody that's interesting, because I've seen women find dudes that were just pieces of shit, but they went along and dated them anyway. I'm thinking, like, what did you see that in this guy that was really that important or that you felt like you had to date him? He's a piece of shit. And vice versa with a woman, you can see that too. Oh, Patrice O'Neal, oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, and I like the fact that you can see the way people treat people on their channels, and uh, you can see how all these men and women act on here, man. And I'm not saying everybody's on here looking for dating. Some people just want to make content. There's nothing wrong with that. But for those that are having like them dating shows and them, them hookups shows or whatever the fucking case, and I'm not saying I'm thinking about doing them, but what I'm saying is I think that's excellent for the community. And I think we need to look at it like, yeah, now people can actually get to know people before you start having all kinds of babies with people that you don't know, women or men. Because I don't blame anybody for the destruction of our community. I think our community got destroyed simply just the man and woman just going their own ways and making horrible decisions. Maybe $20. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to check him out, man. I'm gonna check that out, man. Probably tomorrow. He sounds like he might be funny. But like I said, I highly recommend it. I enjoy seeing brothers and sisters ask each other questions and shit, man. Like, what do you like to do for fun? What do you do for work? Or all these things, it's, to me, it's incredible. I like seeing that because when you see people that interact with each other in real life in the bar, they're not asking each other these questions, man. It's like when you online, especially in the atmosphere like YouTube, because I'm not on any other social media, you're at home. You're at peace. You can say whatever the fuck you want to say. And if you have a lovely young woman that you're talking to, you can do that. And vice versa with the ladies. You can ask men all kinds of shit. And that's what I like about the dating on here. Or the dating on just social media in general. Because that's how, the world is moving. Okay, look up YouTube, Patrice O'Neal. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. The Nasty Show. All right, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, definitely, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, I normally don't talk about relationships and shit, but I wanted to throw that one out there because I love seeing that. Because now you got women asking men questions that they supposed to be asking. And then you have men asking women questions that they're supposed to be asking. Sometimes, not all the time. How fat is your booty shouldn't be the main question. It's a good question, but it shouldn't be the most important question. All right, man. I'm tripping, man. I'm tripping. I'm just saying it's not a bad question because that's a man being a man, but it shouldn't be your only question, your only important question, man. You want to know if this woman is mentally good because you might get her pregnant. You know what I mean? You want to know if she can take care of her motherly duties and be a good mother because some women might not be mentally fit to have children and be a good mother. You know what I mean? They might could give birth to a child, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be mentally um, together. And I'm not bashing anybody that might have some mental, issues like medication and shit like that, man. As long as you're seeking help for that proper help, proper care, you're okay in my book. Because we all have our demons and we all have something that we go through. And there's nothing wrong with that. Definitely. Always seek help. Therapy is great. I honestly want to see if my insurance can cover that. Because I would love to seek more help, because I help myself by reading and meditating, but I would love to see therapists or, whatever, a couple times a week to keep my mental correct and make sure I'm okay, healthy every day to get through life. Because life is hard. And a lot of us typically just avoid a lot of the shit that we're going through and we just tuck it in and just keep continuing to go through life. And you're going through life with all this trauma and you still haven't seeked any help. So, no, I don't want to do that. I want to be healthy. I want to be as healthy as possible, spiritually and mentally. So I'm an advocate for mental health and seeking somebody to talk to. But yeah, I was just trying to see who was up. Appreciate everybody that came through and showed some love. I didn't think I was gonna be here this long. But yeah, man, I wanted to get that off. You know, only if she's 5'3". Okay, yeah, that's a little short for me, man. I'm 6'4". I don't know. That's a little too short for me, brother. Maybe 5'6", maybe 5'7". I don't know. I'll be scared because I don't want to hurt the woman. I don't want to hurt her. I'm 6'4", man. That like, come on. I'll be scared for that. Oh yeah, yeah, baby got bit. Oh yeah, there you go. I remember that now. After you saying that, now it just instantly clicked. It just instantly clicked in my brain. I was like, oh shit, man, it's too late. It's too late for me to think. I mean, 5'3" is a decent size. It's not a bad size. It's a little short for me. Yeah, I remember that. 36, 24, 36. Only is she 5'3". Baby got bad. Baby got bad. My anaconda don't want none of that shit got fun, son. Oh yeah. I like a hump though. I definitely like a hump. I think a lot of dudes do. I don't know too many dudes that don't. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that showed up. Boy Cat, man, R.E., Brother Frank, man, been rocking with me. Past what, 40 minutes? You can do some sit ups. Yeah, man. I like the hump, man. I like the hump. I like the hump. It's nice. Man, it's too late, man. You're getting me in trouble, Frank. Be like, he's a pervert. He's talking about asses. And it's late at night. Why is he doing that? He's disgusting. Man, it's truthful shit, man. Look, women say what they like all day long. They don't want no broke motherfucker, this and that. Shit, they'll call you a broke motherfucker. I mean, what? You like a curvy woman? Sue me. Sue me. I love a woman with curves. They go, oof. Everybody got they bread and butter, man. Everybody got their bread and butter, man. Everybody women like the abs and the big muscles and big arms. You know, the brothers like the big booties, big tatas. That's just part of being a human, though. And then that's where you get your sexual attraction and all that shit, man. That's what we're here for, though. That's how we are engineered as humans, you know? You see something you like, you're going to be connected to it. Or at least you want to connect to it. And it's for men and women. It ain't just men. Women like something nice to look at, too. God damn. I know I fucked up tonight. I wasn't trying to cuss and all that shit. I was working on my language. I was beeping everything out. Then it got real late. I started tripping. I started fucking it up. But I try not to objectify ladies. So I don't want women to think I objectify you. I'm just being a man. My apologies for being, shouldn't apologize for being a man, but I know these days, you can't just be a virile man. You just can't be a manly man. And just like, damn, she got a hump on her. You gotta apologize for the shit. So it sucks. Because if you genuinely a man that love women, why the fuck do you have to apologize for that shit? Why do I have to make excuses for that shit? Like, I love ass and titties. Ain't nothing wrong with that shit. Shit. That's how a lot of us got created and shit. If your mom didn't look the way your mom looked, you probably wouldn't be here to this day. You wouldn't have a daddy. I'm clowning and shit, man. Oh, man. RP my channel. Yeah, but I'm fucking up, man. It's late. The freaks come out at night, man. But yeah, man. I'm just fucking with y'all, man. I want y'all to, you know, get that thumbs up on the replay, man. When you hear this was late night, so just excuse the drowsiness and the slurs. It's real late, man. Like I said, I just wanted to see who was up. Just came up for a little bit, see what everybody was doing. I know everybody was asleep, so I'm not one of those people that care about views and care about who's constantly in the chat. Like, oh, nobody, for the longest, there was nobody in the chat. I just want people to know that. And then the homie, Frank, came in the chat. He's been here ever since. So I definitely want to thank Frank and everybody else that came to the chat. Definitely. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make the channel. You know, but as you can see, I'm not concerned with the numbers and shit, man. I got on here and talked for almost 2 hours. Hardly nobody in the chat. But it's like 2 or 3 in the fucking morning, dude. So I know everybody's knocked the fuck out. I know I was asleep for a lot of the time, so I was getting my rest. And now I'm here. So yeah, I definitely want people to, you know, enjoy your day, man. Enjoy your morning. Enjoy your night, whatever time you might be hearing this. The replay, playback, all that, man. If there's any questions or anything, or if you want to come up next time and talk, if you have the issue or something you want to ask, whatever the case, just comment below and let me know what's going on, you know. If I said something that made you feel a certain way, let me know. If you want to come up in the future and maybe further talk about this or something that sparked your interest, let me know. I want to encourage communication because it's fun. I would love for everybody to come on, man. But I know some people may just want to be in the chat. Maybe some people don't care enough to come up. Or they might feel like it's a baby channel. I might not need to come up, or I shouldn't have to come up. Or some people genuinely just want to be in the chat chilling. There's some people that want to do that. That's what I've been told. A couple people, a couple, not a lot. And they said they'd rather just be in the chat. It's fun. You get to relax. One person said they actually went to sleep on one of my videos. I was like, that's awesome. I'm glad I could put somebody to sleep. Hopefully in a good way, I guess. A good way, in a bad way. Oh, okay. Oh, you're kidding. This guy. Look at this shit, man. My local judge said I can't be on the street. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. He's playing. Look at Frank, man. I appreciate you, Frank, man. I appreciate everybody that came in here, man. I'm about to go to sleep. Y'all go to sleep too. But yeah, y'all give me a thumbs up, man. Real shit. And I appreciate the feedback on the last video. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all be safe. Just remember, we're all in this together. We can all learn from each other. We all make mistakes, but those mistakes make us great. All right? Y'all be good. So long.